So let's take a look at our understanding of habituation and sensitization. So just the nature of how this works. And to understand that, we're going to apply a theory called dual process theory. So, think of it as like a two-process theory. And it's also a type of opponent process theory where there are these opposite reactions going on. We can think of habituation and sensitization as opposite types of reactions that a person or any animal can have. Habituation reflects a decreased responsiveness of innate reflexes. So you can think of reacting to the loud, sudden sound of a train barreling down the tracks just outside your bedroom window as a situation that would produce an innate reflex, right? You just reflexively would wake up. So in habituation, of course, we stop waking up. There's that decreased responsiveness. In sensitization, there would be an increased reaction. So sensitization reflects a readiness to react to all stimulus. You're just basically kind of like more jumpy, essentially, more reactive. And according to evolutionary theory, the survival of an animal depends on its ability to recognize biologically significant stimuli. So these are stimuli that are relevant in terms of survival and reproduction. So we need to be able to hear when a potential predator is coming towards us, and we need to be able to see and detect that predator so that we have a chance to escape being eaten. So that's the idea, that our ability to determine from all the different stimuli that are around us, which are the ones that might kill us, which are the ones that might lead to food. We need to be able to figure out which of these cues are important and be able to sort of tune out the ones that are not important. So that's the idea. And we're going to talk a little bit about this notion of a sensory threshold. And so let's think of an example, again, involving sleep. So when should a particular noise wake you? So for example, if you have a pet in the house, your cat or dog might make some kind of noise at night, and that might wake you. But if it happens every night and it doesn't mean anything is problematic, it just means your dog is snoring or your cat is walking around, but nothing bad is happening, there's no danger, there's no mishap happening, you can pretty much learn to ignore that. So we can think of it, that would be a situation that you should habituate to. There's no need to disrupt your sleep just because your dog is snoring a little bit or because your cat, happened to walk across your bedroom. On the other hand, if someone is trying to force open a window in your apartment, that is definitely a situation where noise should wake you up, right? So we want to kind of adjust our threshold for detecting these two stimuli a little differently. So my threshold for maybe when a pet noise might wake you could be set really high. Why? Because it happens often. It doesn't mean anything. There's no threat or any danger at all, just normal behavior of your pet at night. And so, in that case, I would want to set a high threshold before anything wakes me up. But a different kind of noise coming from the window, I might want to set a very low threshold for waking, being woken up. So habituation and sensitization, they evolved as non-associative, so no association, it's just a reaction to a single stimulus. They evolved as non-associative forms of learning to modify sensory thresholds so that only the significant external events will be detected. Now, if you were unfortunate enough to have to deal with an attempted break into your house that already once before in your life, and you heard that noise of someone trying to force open a window, and it scared you, and hopefully nothing bad happened, I bet that from then on, that noise would probably wake you up very, very quickly. You would become sensitized to that noise. So you might habituate to the pet noise, but you might sensitize to the sound of someone trying to break in through your window.